My name is Faiz Baluch and I come on behalf of International Voice for Baluch Missing Persons. And Balochistan, like Kurdistan and Tamil Nadu and other like vast countries, is one of the oppressed nations Baluch people are. And our country was first basically divided in three parts by the British. One part was given to Iran, one was given to Pakistan, and one to Afghanistan. And today, basically, I'm here to talk about the latest happenings in Balochistan, the disappearances, target killings, and under custody killings. And I'll specifically talk about this past month, which has just ended, May, and the recent incidents that happened in Balochistan. Target killings of Baloch political activists, enforced disappearances, and killing under custody have become a regular practice of Pakistani security forces in Balochistan. Since July 2010, over 160 prisoners have been killed extrajudicially, following abduction and disappearances by the intelligence agencies of Pakistan and the military intelligence. Among these 160, 82 were killed in first 5 months of 2011. The victims had belonged from all walks of life, including journalists, teachers, political activists, students, human rights defenders, and others. One of the prominent human rights defenders and a journalist, Mr. Siddiq Ido, and his friend Yusuf Nazar Baloch were arrested by FC, that is Frontier Corps, and the police on 21st December 2010. Their mutilated and bullet-ridden bodies were found near a town of Balochistan on 28th April 2011. Rahmatullah Shaheen, another journalist and a poet, was abducted on 5th March 2011, and his body was recovered on 31st March 2011. Incidents that happened in this month, basically, I will talk about them. The Pakistani paramilitary forces have raided a Baloch population area and arrested 19 persons, including 3 women and 5 children, in an isolated area of Hub town in Balochistan. Later on, the women and children were released, but the men are still being held at some undisclosed location. On 8th May, Pakistani Frontier Corps raided civilian population in Mashki region, which is close to Iran border. 11 people were arrested and taken into some unknown location. The Pakistani forces also opened fire on a group of people working in a farm and injured most of them. The houses and shops of the residents were set on fire by the Pakistani forces. Bullet-ridden body of 5 activists were found on 11 May from Quetta, which is the capital of Balochistan. 3 of the bodies were buried in a mass grave in Panjgul town. One of them was a teacher and 2 were political activists among those 3. Diljan Baloch, another Baloch activist, and his dead body was found on 8th May 2011. And 11 of his friends were still missing. Pakistani Armed Forces carried out 3 simultaneous operations in coastal town of Balochistan, Dera Bukti and Sibbi, on 13 May 2011. There again, people's houses were destroyed during the operation and residents were harassed, tortured, intimidated. Member of a local Baloch student organization, Mr. Najibullah Baloch, was abducted from Karath town. Karath is the old capital of Balochistan. On 18th May, his whereabouts still remain unknown and his family, his friends, fear about his safety. 4 innocent Baloch villagers were arrested on 20th May in Gawada town. Gawada is where there is a big port they are trying to build, and China and everybody is rushing there to get their hands on that port. Pakistani forces have attacked a house of another Baloch activist on 22nd May. After a search operation of several hours, they arrested 2 brothers and one of their nephew. The arrested men have been named as Ghulam Qadir Baloch, a tailor by profession, Mazar Baloch, a student, and Khalid Baloch, a teacher. Later on, Khalid Baloch's body was found on 23rd May, along with another friend. Both the victims received bullets in their head, which caused their immediate death. On the same day, two brothers, namely Nasir Digarzi Baloch and Gul Umar Baloch, had been arrested and made disappear from a police checkpoint. Nasir Digarzi was arrested previously as well. He was shot and dumped. The police thought they had killed him, but he survived somehow. And now he was going to a doctor for his medical checkup, and he had been arrested once more. And now he's disappeared. His family members worry about his safety because they know he was in prison before. He knows the perpetrators who had tortured him and shot him and thrown him in a deserted area. And now they have arrested him again, so his life is in real danger. Two more bullet-riddled bodies of Baloch enforced disappearance persons were found in Turbat town on 24th May. They were identified as Abed Salim Baloch, a student, and Mehrab Baloch, a 17-year-old student, who were abducted by Pakistani agencies on 24th January 2011. The same day, body of Abdul Hamid Baloch was also found. He was offloaded from a passenger coach on his way to a hospital. A week later, they received his bullet-riddled body. The situation of Balochistan is worse than Libya, but unfortunately, the International Human Rights Organization and the UN seems to have no interest in Balochistan issue. The lives of innocent Baloch hold no value to these so-called champions of freedom, equality, and democracy. It seems that international community do not consider Baloch rights as human rights. The international community has taken immediate action against Libya for using force against people who took to streets for their basic rights, whereas in Balochistan, people's houses are being bombarded, people are being indiscriminately shot and killed. The unarmed civilian population are being humiliated, subjected to enforced disappearances and indiscriminate attacks. We believe in such harsh situations, it is the responsibility of international community, in particular the UN, to intervene without any further delay to take notice of the ongoing genocide of Baloch people. UN must also recognize Balochistan as an occupied territory, and Baloch prisoners must be treated as prisoners of war, according to the international laws. But the international community has paid no attention to the gravity of Balochistan's situation, and if they do not take notice of Pakistan's atrocities against people of Balochistan, then situations like Srebrenica and Rwanda-like genocide might occur in that region of the world right before the eyes of champions of human rights, democracy, and freedom. Thank you very much.